Hi, this is Paul with Thermavent, CEO and co-founder, and I am answering the frequently asked questions. Okay, it saves me money in cooling cost. How much? It's going to save you a lot. No. Um, Here's the truth about what we found in our test results. We have found that it can save you a couple percent or even all the way up to 25% or more. And there's a lot of factors that depend on that. So we're talking about cooling cost in the summer. And in my house, we installed the very first Thermavent system on. It was a prototype. And my house was built in 93. And it was about a savings of 10%, maybe a little bit more during the summer months. And I saw that in the cooling costs. The thing that was amazing is how quickly my AC unit would turn off because it would get it down to that temperature just really quick. Um, I'll tell you a story about that in a second. But we installed this system right after we installed it on mine on my foreman's house. And his house was built in 78, and he had no updates done to it, old windows, I think original installation, doors, stuff like that. And he was saving actually about, it was about 25 or even 30% in the summer, just summer months, because of cooling costs were lower. So, it'll make your AC unit last a little bit longer, and it'll save you a little bit of money. So you have to take those into account. And also you have to take into account how much is the energy going to rise over the next 5, 10, 15 years. If you get a metal roof on, the system will be on there as long as the metal roof is on there, and 100, 150 years. Now with this system, it being installed with asphalt, the way it's installed, when you have to replace your asphalt roof, even if you have to remove the asphalt, it won't affect the system. It's a permanent system. So it's a permanent installation as far as cost savings over the next however long you own your home. The system never should be touched or removed. So really, you need to have someone evaluate how old is your home, what efficiencies do you have in it. Do you have new AC units, old windows, new windows, doors, all that stuff, and that all takes into account and affects what how much savings you're going to get. Now, as far as not savings goes, we sold the house that I put the Thermavent in. I know I'm not a very smart guy when it comes to that, because I bought a new house that had just a shingle roof on it and no, it has ventilation. It has soffit vents and a ridge vent, but it still gets 130, 140 degrees on a 90, 95 degree day in there. I can't even go up in the attic, and I shouldn't. But the my first house, I was working on it, and we had sold, we're selling it. It was going to be going to closing, and I went over there, and I had the AC was like set at 84. That's what it was keeping it at. And so I walked in, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be here about 30 minutes an hour, however long these little things that I have to do are going to take. I was like, I'm going to set it down. I was like, 76. So I set it down to 76. And so you have to consider my mindset. I had moved into the new house, and the new house had a shingle roof on it. The attic was extremely hot. It was a 2-story house, okay? And the upstairs was just extremely hot. It was probably 5 to 10 degrees warmer, maybe even more than the lower floor. And whoever built the house only did one system, so you got one thermostat on the main floor. So we're always cranking AC on the main floor to get it cooler on the upstairs. And so that's what I've been dealing with. To change it 1 degree or 2 degrees, if it was like at 77, I wanted it at 76, it would take an hour, hour and a half. So I go into my old house that has a Thermavent system, and it's single level. And I crank it down to 76, working, doing my stuff, and it clicks off. And I'm thinking to myself, my AC unit just broke, and I'm going to closing, and I was like, this is just not good. So I walk over to the thermostat to see what's going on, and it was 76 degrees. That's what the reading was of the actual temperature in the house. And I was like, I cannot believe I'm selling this house, right? It dropped it from 84 to 76, 8 degrees in like 15 minutes. And I was just astounded. I was like, how did I not remember this? And why am I selling this house? So that kind of shows you the temperament that it allows all that hot air out of your attic. And so it's just a better climate in your home, and it can be controlled a lot easier. And so those are things and factors you should consider when you're investigating whether you want to go with this product or not. Um, I personally will pay a lot for comfort in my home, and since I had lived in a house that has the system in it, obviously I'm going to be putting it on, and we're going to be doing tests and everything on my house, of course, because we've created this product. So, anyways, that's just kind of an idea of what it does, and hopefully that helps with how much money it saves you, or at least some of the parameters for that.